I, personally, since childhood, could not bear basements, especially the ice house cum cellar of my father's estate. It was cold and dark, with piles of dirty gray ice everywhere. The flame of a kerosene lamp couldn't even try to drive off the darkness. The flame would tremble into nothing behind the glass, like a fiery little moth trapped in a jar, while evil shadows encroached from all sides. But at the entrance, the door was thickened and unwieldy, totally frosted over from the inside. If you were behind that, it wouldn't matter how loud you screamed or strained your vocal cords. You'd never get help. And I was feeling just such an urge to slam it shut. And not just to slam it, but to get a lock for it, fill it with nails, and hang something unwieldy over it. A nice heavy safe. Yes, a safe would do the trick. Elizabeth Maria could feel my pensive gaze with her back and turned around. "Leo," the girl frowned and shook her head in reproach. "You can't possibly have thought some old door would hold me back, could you?" And she was right. Putting my trust in oak boards and cold iron would have been, at the very least, naive on my part. I sighed hopelessly and began descending the hoar-frost-coated steps. In one hand, the dull light of a kerosene lamp was shimmering, and in the other, there was a friction-top glass jar glowing. And though they didn't especially do much against the darkness, I couldn't even imagine walking around my basement without any light. Too scary. "Leo," the girl hurried me along, taking the box of fresh provisions to the very farthest corner. "What's taking you so long?" "I'm coming, I called back in annoyance, and finally stepped onto the stone floor. All along the walls, there towered piles of ice chunks, which had yet to thaw out since being placed there 15 years earlier, and the cold that rained down here penetrated my jacket, forcing me to give a nervous, burning shiver. Elizabeth Maria, on the other hand, wearing her light around-the-house frock, didn't seem to mind the frost one bit. "What's it like down there?" I asked the succubus, much to my own surprise. "Cold," the girl replied, but immediately turned to me and clarified. "Wait, down where? What do you mean, Leo?" "Hell. By down there I meant hell." I squeezed out a nervous smile with my completely numb lips. The succubus began laughing uncontrollably. "My boy," she shook her head, drying the tears that had come into the corners of her eyes. "Try explaining what the universe is to an ant. Tell a fish about outer space. If you can get them to understand you, come back to me and ask about the underworld. I mean no offense, but the human brain simply isn't capable of containing such knowledge. Everything in good time. Take that as a given." I got into a huff and couldn't resist an evil grin. It probably wouldn't be nice to be trapped in the body of an ant. What do you think? Elizabeth Maria thought, then nodded. "That would impose certain limits, yes," she agreed. "So then, could it be that you are not currently in proper form to envision the underworld yourself?" I continued, doing nothing to hide my malevolence. "Incarnation in this world did not deprive the fallen of their supernatural essence. Just with their presence, they were able to change the laws of reality. But you're still just a human." "You can't make me angry," the succubus smiled, having unraveled my simple trick. "Leo, dear, I will not break the agreement, nor harm you, ever." "Forever is a very long time," I smirked. "Why not go back to the underworld right now?"